What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today I just want to give a quick update. I just hit character 800, so we are still trucking on through learning Mandarin Chinese. Feeling pretty good. The last character that I learned was Bao, which is like sudden and violent. Learned a couple of words from that. If my internet will work, there we go. We got Baoli, which is like violence or force. We got Baolu, which is expose. We've got Feng Bao, which is going to be windstorm, and we've got Baoyu, which is like torrential rain. So violent rain, wind, violent, wind, whatever, windstorm, right? This is violent exposure, so which is just exposure. I'm not sure why that is the way that it is, but anyway. So yeah, 800 characters, honestly, and it's pretty big for me to continue to do this because, when I was 100 or 200 characters in, it's easy to get through some of that first initial, like, while the language is still shiny and new. But to continue with it and to get this far into it, I think is really, really good for my mentality. It's really good for motivation for me. And to be able to, just know that I'm going forward, right? I think hitting 1,000 is going to be huge. And I'm not saying, obviously, that's not going to happen this month or next month or maybe the month after. I don't know. I'm taking it slow. I'm doing it at my own pace. And I'm feeling really, really good about the process. So being able to just know that I'm sticking with it is a big thing. Also, characters aren't going as much anymore. And I'll show you why. And it's because right here, make sure it's on this month. Yeah. So this month I've done 11 hours. 4 hours and 48 minutes have been of character learning, reviewing flashcards for those characters. But then I've spent over 6 hours in immersion, 5.5 hours being reading. I've spent 5.5 hours reading. Now, I would like that number to be higher, but as I told you before, I'm not concerned about being like, man, I have to hit an hour a day. I have to hit 2 hours a day. I'm doing what I can and staying happy while doing that. And a lot of it, too, in the beginning of me really wanting to get into it was finding something that works for me. You know that I love LingQ, but I do struggle with LingQ from time to time, just the way that it parses words. Also, I primarily use LingQ on my phone, and on my phone, you can't sort it to where it shows you just the one sentence and have the audio play and be able to scroll through sentence by sentence. You have to have it the whole paragraph of text like at the same time. I think that's really stupid. I love LingQ. I've tweeted them about it and they never answered. I really wish that they would change that to where on mobile, if you were in the sentence mode, right? So if we go into this story, which is a story that I've read, which is the Three Little Pigs, right? So this is the standard view, but if you could hit sentence mode, right, on the mobile app and be able to go by character, by sentence, and be able to piece things together and just so you can study it, break it down sentence by sentence, I think that would be fantastic. And the reason that I say that is because these are not curated by LingQ. These are imported by you, the person. So sometimes the parsing can be a little weird or whatever the case may be. So it is a little bit weird. Now, obviously, I've read, let's see, in the last 30 days, I've read 4,367 words on LingQ. So not a ton. And really and truly, if you break that down to the last 7, that'll probably be... Well, I literally read a story yesterday, so there's something wrong with the counter. Maybe it's because I went into it. Let me refresh. Okay, 812. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm honestly not overly concerned about words as much as I'm concerned with spending time in the language. Because if you read, you're obviously going to begin to read faster. Now, what I use most of the time is Do Chinese. I really, really like this. And the reason that I like this is because when you go into it, right, you can click on it. This is curated specifically by this company, so the words are properly parsed, which obviously can make or break a different thing. Obviously, you can hide the translation up here if you would like. In Chinese, the word "cai" is very interesting. Okay. But if you don't want to know that, you can, boom, just click hide, and then you can break it down sentence by sentence because of the translation right there. Also, you can't do that on LingQ because if the sentence is too long, it can't. Okay, so it parsed that. Let's see. There's a certain character limit to where you can't, it won't, yeah, see, it won't translate it because it's just too many characters. That's not a complaint at LingQ. I think LingQ is fine. Actually, I've used it for 3 days in a row. Okay, but anyway, but I like that. So on Do Chinese, what I've been doing is Saved lessons. I've been doing elementary stories, and I've been doing. I started this intermediate story right here. I finished all of Fun's story, right, which is 12 lessons, and I've read all these more than once. Some of them 3, 4, 5 times. You know, if I get new vocabulary that I really want to have stick, I'll read it. So I've read all 12 of these. So I'm averaging, even in that, because I'm going to show you more, but I'm averaging more than one story a day on Do Chinese. And then I started this right here, which is Ghost Friend, which I've started. I'm 7 chapters into it. Again, same thing. I'll usually read it. I might read one, and then I'll read, some of Fun Story. And then once I hit chapter 2, I'll read 1 again and more of Fun Story, and then 3, and I'll read chapters 1 and 2 here again. You know, just mixing it up to where I'm constantly getting vocabulary over and over in my head. And then recently I started the Love Potion. I am 2 chapters into it. There's only 4. This is based on 600 characters versus 300 characters that the elementary stories are based on. And the sentences are much longer. And there can be just a lot more stuff going on. Stories are much, much longer too. Not that these are specifically long as much as they're just longer. And so going through an intermediate story to, again, step up. Because what I've noticed is the elementary stories, generally speaking, most of the time, most of those stories, there's no new words for me. It's all stuff that I know. The intermediate, however, I've had to add a lot. And that's when I really started. The last 2 days is when I really started boosting up, because they have, flashcards in here. So I've started doing the flashcards within here. Some of the stuff is stuff that I know, like Dai, I know to take along. But I like this because when it shows you the card, it shows you the sentence that it was pulled from, and so I can see it in context. To be able to study that. So to me, that is pretty big. So, but that is where I'm at. Just 800 characters, things are feeling good. I am still, when I do the video, I do want to watch more video. But I've just really gotten into reading. These stories are fun. Like, are they groundbreaking stories that are going to win, like, I don't know, Pulitzer Prizes or whatever the big award in writing is? No, but like, they're very fun. They're really, really fun stories, and honestly, that's all I can really ask for, is for a story to be nice and fun, to keep me intrigued and interested, and make me want to come back and read more, and Dual Chinese does that. I like LingQ because I can import my own stuff, so when I finish a story, or finish a section in Mandarin Blueprint, like I just finished this, so there should be a story, level 43. Yeah, so we'll unlock this story right here. And I can import it and read it a little bit, but honestly, I've really enjoyed Do Chinese. I've really, really enjoyed it, and that's kind of been my thing, is if it's something I enjoy and I can do, then do it. That way I can stick to it. So, but that is where I'm at. Hopefully that kind of helps you see a little bit where I'm at. I have people that'll ask me about my HSK level, and I honestly don't know. I don't actually know. Does it tell you what these stories? It doesn't. There might be a breakdown on the app. I use the app when I'm reading. I don't use the website very often. The website, honestly, is perfectly fine, but I like reading the stories on my phone. It may tell you like an HSK breakdown, but I don't actually know if it does. No, it just says 600 characters. So I don't really know. And honestly, I've mentioned it before. It's not something that I overly care about. Oh yeah, and I've read 1 chapter of this too. It's not something that I overly care about. I just want to spend time with Chinese, and that's all I can really ask for. So, but that is the video. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I still highly recommend Handwriting, man. I really enjoy just the pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of writing. It really has helped. Can I remember how to write all of them from memory now? No, but I know them when I see them, and that is the biggest thing, is it gave me that hand-eye coordination, allowed me to jot them down, allowed me to really get them in my brain. So, but yeah, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And yeah, we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to hit 1,000 characters sometime in the next little bit, and we are going to keep moving this forward. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.